Shadow Ball is going to be like your best friend in that area because you're going to have to try and basically keep him away as much as possible here. And again, that Shadow Ball tech, as we saw before, again, is going to be a very pivotal part, as we said before. But the question is now, just how aggressive can Sonyaeli be in order to overwhelm Griseous? If it comes out that afterburner kick is going to be used a lot and used well, it's going to be dangerous. But again, a couple gunshots to the head, 15%, starting off a little light here.
Yeah. You know, I hadn't considered that. Mewtwo is so tall that the bullet climax just hits in neutral like that, which could honestly be a really powerful tool, although we haven't seen it again. Ooh, a very early witch time. Unfortunately, not getting the punish, but the fact that it's there puts the awareness into Griseous' head. He can't throw out lazy aerials and lazy shadow balls because they will get him killed eventually.
Yeah, I mean, again, even if you're, as I said before, just then, you throw out a lazy Shadow Ball, what do you mean I'm going to get punished? That down B is going to be a very, very big part of it because then forward smashes or any big punishes can really start to lead off a bit. But, I mean, I looked away for a couple of seconds and 122% already on Sonyaeli. So Griseous, I mean, a game plan seriously has to be working. It must be a little bit more effective. You can see him kind of just moving in and out here, just being very, very cautious of the space. Good use of the up B already there from Sonyaeli. Going to try and get a little bit of damage in there as well. Manages to make it back to stage. Going to try and opt for the up throw here, and that's going to kill. First stock going to Griseous.
Yeah. Although Griseous did take that first stock, I really like how Sonyaeli recognized the roll-in from Griseous instantly and punished it with the Witch Twist.
You're right, yeah.
Now, Griseous is staying relatively grounded to avoid those ABKs, holding shield at that range, but did get caught there, but actually managed to get out of it.
Staying grounded in this matchup is going to be very important, but I obviously think it can be very awkward considering how low the platforms are on small battlefields, especially for a character as big as Mewtwo. So trying not to get caught in the air here is going to be very, very big here. Nice up air, good forward air, follow-up there coming out from Griseous. Looking for the forward smash, but Sonyaeli manages to make it back to stage with no problems at all, unscathed. 92%, looking for a follow-up of the side B, but wasn't able to find it. Sonyaeli going to reverse the situation there, 117% on him right now. But it's still going to be surviving their back air to do it, and it's going to seal the deal. Yeah,
back air, very good tool for catching out ledge options such as neutral and jump. Ooh. Nice parry to get the punish, and actually a lovely back air out of shield as well. Very reminiscent of when we watched Icon versus Bloom at the last regen event.
Yeah, super, super nice there. Nice back air out of shield. It's going to be really, really good there again. Up B Witch Twist trying to work its magic, but unfortunately just the side hit really ever clashing with Griseous there. Not really doing too much for Sonyaeli. Going to try and get some more damage off of this. 45% on them at the moment. Not just to make it back to stage with up B forward air. Good stuff as well. Fairly fast option is going to just push him away as much as possible now. Griseous is going to try to control the stage there using Dark Spear. Not really going to do much there as Sonyaeli starts to build up some more damage. A couple Witch Twists as well, afterburner kicks as well, if you will. Getting a nice little combo in, but the up air. Solid trade there from Griseous.
Yeah, trade did take the stock. However, with 150%, you are dead to most of Mewtwo's moves, of course, including grab as well. Well, are we going to see a stock from Sonyaeli? Not quite, but we are getting heavy damage. I'm going to have to look out for that bear. We don't want to repeat of before.
Yeah.
But the the teleport past ledge was an effective option, but it is also a vulnerable one if that habit gets caught onto.
You're right.
I love these landing up airs to start combos.
They're so very well spaced as well. It just looks and feels satisfying to see from Griseous. Just able to sort of know where the space is for your tail to hit. Huge use of that as well.
Excellent tech read there.
Wow. Into up smash, good confirm there from Griseous, and there we go. I mean, good, very, 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 very good first game from Griseous there as well. Sonyaeli starting to build up some damage, really nice stuff from them as well. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was about controlling that space on a smaller stage and just reading out a lot of bad habits. We did see back air eventually be, it was considered a lot of a pretty desperate option, I guess. From Sonyaeli's side, especially trying to punish rolls or coming back up the ledge. So, you know, stuff like that, Griseous has been able to sort of, you know, read and capitalize on quite a lot. We're not going to repeat the same mistake. We are maybe going to get a 3% in. A couple taunts in as well. We love that here at Invasion as we get set for game number 2. And Sonyaeli's just pumping the brakes.
Yeah, lovely combo to start off with. So it's getting a solid 50%. And Griseous is perfectly happy to stay under those platforms. They do provide a very strong defensive position because it's difficult to attack from a vertical range, although Bayonetta is very good at just using the ABK to go under the platform and punish accordingly. Ooh. Very strong read for this early percent. Would have taken the stock, but you need to condition for that first.
Yeah, a bit preemptive there from Sonyaeli, and I can really see the vision of what he's trying to go for here. Side B comes out, not really going to find any punish there. The Sonyaeli still alive at 101%. Griseous needs to find an answer. Forward tilt comes out, doesn't exactly kill there at the moment. The Bayonetta player still surviving, looking for a couple forward airs, manages to drift around it. A nice up tilt to back air conversion there, and a good confirmed Sonyaeli taking the first stock.
Yeah, we're back to that defensive position, as we said. And at this percent, Griseous is probably going to try and look for maybe an F-tilt, maybe get a bit more damage and then a grab, or we can go for an up smash out of shield. All options that will take the stock. And I love the way he jumps off stage at the start. It prevents you from taking any excess damage that you would from a crazy read off the inbuilt platform.
Oh, I like this. This I like. Forward throw into neutral B into forward throw again. Nice little damage there, 55% from Griseous, and now Sonyaeli going to try and even out the odds there, 47% currently now, bringing it all the way up. Once again, Witch Twist off the burner kick, going to try and take him potentially no to a little percentage. Once again, just very preemptive on trying to pull the trigger with those forward smashes.
Yeah, I do feel like he's trying to hard call out the teleport recovery from the ledge, but Griseous has only shown it once or twice so far this set.
Yeah,
I feel like going for standard ledge trapping with Bear or maybe even grab is probably a better option.
That patience, I feel like, could really be beneficial. Again, we saw a couple back airs there, trying to mix it up a little bit more, but wasn't able to find the mark there. Griseous just playing around it so nicely right now.
Yeah. Sonyaeli does have quite a healthy lead here, though.
That's true.
At this point, we're almost to the percentage with Mewtwo being very light. Ooh. That throws will kill. Or, of course, the back air again. Very standard kill option. And are we going to see Griseous take it back? Going for a hard read there with the disable.
Yeah, not really able to find the mark with the disable there, unfortunately. Then Witch Twist comes out once again, 58% already. There we go, a little bit more patience there from Sonyaeli, and they're not going to really go punish from it there. You can see them start to reel it back a little bit and not just dive in headfirst, realizing the danger at hand there, and an up air going to trade there, and Griseous takes that stock. We're down to 1 stock apiece. Again, Mewtwo, a light character, can just get blown up if Griseous isn't too careful, but it seems like right now it's hanging on quite nicely.
Yeah, those reversal options are something for Sonyaeli to
watch
out for in future. But we're seeing a more standard ledge trap here. Oh, lovely waste here. Scouted out the roll-in and punished accordingly.
There we go. That's what we want to see.
And of course, many players will not repeat the same mistake immediately, so that often allows you to get a punish.
Well played from both of them there. Sonyaeli starting to see the cracks in Griseous' gameplay just a little bit more there. And we were mentioning that impatience earlier on in that second game, but as, again, towards that last stock, started to come up with better options, started to use that back, and starting to wait. We saw up tilt eventually as well to try and counter that ledge rolling. It's really solid stuff. It's good to see that Sonyaeli is starting to adapt a little bit more now. So this is what we want to see. A little more of a balanced game. I believe we are running it back now to, obviously, small battlefield once again. Both players looked comfortable there. So now game number 3, best of 5 once again. Let's get straight into that.
Yeah, honestly, I love the range that Sonyaeli is playing in so far. He's just playing it far enough to get outside of maybe Mewtwo's down tilt and fair range, but is able to get his own punishes whenever he wants. Although we are seeing a stronger start from Griseous here. I wonder how we'll get the edge guard.
I'm a big fan of the use of forward throw here.
Its positioning power is really, really useful as well as the damage it does.
It's good, quick, easy damage, and Griseous is able to get quite a lot of it. But speaking of getting quite a lot of something here, it seems like Sonyaeli really wants to try and take Griseous up for a ride here off the burner kick. Not really finding anything off of that either. However, 94% on Griseous right now. Has to try and find an answer. The grab going to get punished there from Sonyaeli. Not much that they can do here. Falling there, comes out, looking for the back end, just waiting ever so patiently to try and find that mark. Nair comes out from Griseous, trying to break it just a little bit. Wants to try and find a little bit more space here, but isn't going to find success in it which time, but it's not time for which time. Back air comes out. Griseous just holding on to dear life right now at 128%.
Yeah, fantastic use of the Shadow Ball there in the edge guard as well. Not necessarily to kill, but to force Bayonetta to expend her resources, at which point you can more easily get a kill.
Sure.
And Griseous is really starting to show more of these teleports from ledge. We said earlier that you couldn't go for the punish quite yet, but honestly, I think now's the prime time to do it.
There we go. Nice.
Fortunately, getting caught out by the landing fair there from Mewtwo. Lovely offstage stall to get rid of the invul.
Nice, good use of the teleport once again to just kind of move around here. And 157, you're going to try and look for a little bit of damage as much as possible. Shadow Ball is also up to 100% here too, so maybe that could really help with some damage. Just going to try and look for a nice parry off it. Sonyaeli not going to get affected from it. Once again, though, that forward throw, so good for just getting a little bit of amount of damage. And we are seeing a lot of these teleports come in, but a lot of them go unpunished.
Yeah, lovely stall there with the confusion. Not an option you see too often, but it allowed Griseous to avoid the stronger version of the bullet climax, which kills. And again, we're seeing him stand under the platforms, very defensive position. He's well aware of the region he needs to stay in to avoid being killed.
Yeah, we are seeing a lot more of these teleports. Once again, Griseous making really good use of that space here as well. 206% on a character like Mewtwo right now. Not something that you see every day. Forward throw once again, just finding that little bit of damage. That's all you need to do right now. Nair comes out there, but beautiful damage. Good punish there from Sonyaeli. Is going to put that stock to rest here, and he's going to reset stuff right now. He's going to try and look for a little bit of damage, try to bring that up. 44% deficit, sure, but I mean, it doesn't take a lot for Bayonetta to really bring that back. Yeah.
Griseous actually getting some nice anti-airs with the up tilt there. Oh, and another disable punish. Unfortunately, not getting the kill there, but that's a lot of damage done to Sonyaeli there. Lovely turnaround shield there. Not something you see very often, but it shows incredible awareness of the opponent's position.
Absolutely. Going to try and use the side B once again. On stage, try and mix up the recovery option there, but no one was home. Forward throw once again, 123%, holding on to Shadow Ball here, and here we go, going to try and take him for a ride once more, 49%. Sonyaeli now holding onto the side of the stage, not really going to find anything there, but the back throw, very strong move, setting up like, what, 148% is going to kill there. Griseous manages to make it back once again, and just spacing out these teleports really nicely, but it seems to me that Sonyaeli's caught on, looking to find something off the top once again, but Griseous remains alive in this matchup.
Yeah, Sonyaeli is showing a lot of patience in his combos now after being reversaled by the up air twice, and I think it's really starting to pay dividends now. Oh, nearly a dead even position. This could genuinely go either way. Ooh, a bit of a unique interaction there with the Witch Twist being clanked.
Yeah, that was a bit strange.
And again, we're seeing the slight adjustment on the combo there, so he doesn't get up tilted. Up aired by Mewtwo.
Forward throw coming out there from Sonyaeli, and now holding on to the stage, has a lot of control right now over Griseous. Forward smash, and that's what they wanted for the longest time. Sonyaeli finds the mark.
That was a incredibly confident read, and I think it's really showing Griseous how much he has to think about his options now.
Absolutely,
like, yeah. Once you're getting caught that often, you need to think of, you're going to start slowing down, you're going to start doing different options, and honestly, I think Sonyaeli could really confidently take the next game if he continues to do so. However, it looks like we're going back to the same stage. We're going to see the same characters again. I'm not too sure how Griseous is going to change up his playstyle to adjust, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, actually, we're going back to Hollow Bastion. My apologies for that. And we're seeing a very aggressive start from Sonyaeli here, going immediately for the grab. Not bothered about any Shadow Ball approaches, stuff out. And going to take quite a bit healthy damage here.
It's kind of interesting that they've gone to Hollow Bastion this time around, because again, very small stage as well as small battlefield. So it kind of begs the question: does it really have to, does the matchup end up being very similar in the way that they start to interact with one another, or is it going to be a little bit more different now when we have to deal with just one platform but a very small ceiling? It's going to be interesting to see, though. Sonyaeli going to try and take it to that advantage there. Going to try and take him off the top, and that's exactly what they want to do there again. Use that small ceiling to your advantage. Take him off the top with an early stock there. Griseous down a stock now, has to fight that deficit. 26% there. Forward throw once again, going to try and just get a little bit more damage once more, though. Sonyaeli surviving, still holding on to dear life, 82% currently right now.
Yeah, that, as you said, that center platform provides a much-needed combo starting position for both players, and it can lead to very early kills. Now, Griseous has managed to bring this back surprisingly well, given how early he lost the first stock, but he does have to take the stock, and if Sonyaeli decides to play this defensively, he can hold on to it for quite a while.
Yeah, Sonyaeli can. Up throw is going to do it.
Kill?
There we go.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, kill throw from once again, that small ceiling is going to be something that, you know, both players are going to really try to take advantage of, and that up throw being so strong as it is, why not use that opportunity to just take them off the top once again. Both characters do benefit quite off of that, and once again, we're going to see the platform potentially help Sonyaeli out just a little bit more there. Griseous just trying to escape as much as possible. That afterburner kick on Hollow Bastion just seems to have a lot of reach here, Lighter.
Yeah, it's doing him absolute massive favors at the moment. However, we are again seeing the forward throw that Griseous so enjoys. Gives him massive positioning advantage. But we're back to a relatively neutral position.
Nice.
Going to see it again.
Solid
and now we're at the ledge trapping position. He's just holding. I feel like Griseous could do so much more with his ledge traps at the moment. It feels like he's too scared of the ABK from ledge that he's trying to position for it every time and letting Sonyaeli get up in other ways.
I feel like, again, because of how ABK is such a good option in terms of their approach, and Sonyaeli really optimizing it in this matchup currently, you know, you want to try and punish it as much as possible, use their best weapon against them, but because of it, you are hesitant. You aren't able to really pull the trigger on things that you want to do here, and it's really starting to fall all apart for Griseous unless they can find a way to really bring this back. But at the moment here, Sonyaeli really trying to put it all on the line there. 86% disable goes out as well. A little too preemptive there, not really going to find the punish. Down throw comes out from Griseous once again, and it's just difficult because once more Sonyaeli is just all over Griseous at the moment.
Yeah, again, going for that same read that he secured the last game with, but unfortunately didn't catch it this time. You have to be aware that Griseous is going to be very, very aware not to get caught out by that.
Griseous.
Relatively patient neutral here. Griseous desperate to not lose his stock, but at the same time trying to take the stock. We're nearly at probably at up for a kill percent now. Oh, we're going to see a rising fair from the ledge.
95%. We've seen comebacks like this before. It is very doable. The question is now, can Griseous maintain composure? Can we see a potential game 5? Afterburner kick really working its wonders here of just catching Griseous off guard. Once more, Witch Switch. Going to try to do something there with the platform. Wasn't able to make it there. Going to try using that neutral beat. Griseous trying to go up high. Manages to make it back up onto stage here. Sonyaeli smells blood in the water at 137% here. No witch time there.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but it could end up a situation where he's killing at 200% again. This could end up desperately bad if he doesn't secure the stock. Obviously going to be looking for those jabs and back airs, but if Griseous is aware of the kill options, it becomes... He can... Oh, is he going to take it? Yeah, yes, he is.
Yeah,
That's a huge upset.
It is.
Sonyaeli actually making 2 massive upsets to take his winner side bracket
Sonyaeli's on a roll. Absolutely incredible play from what we've seen today. And I mean, look, I had no idea how this person played. Obviously, first time seeing him play. Absolutely, impressed with what he's been able to bring to the table with Bayonetta as well. And at first, I thought, hey, you know, Griseous has got that sort of matchup because, again, you've got that stage control. He's been playing it so well against Bayonetta. You saw Sonyaeli very shaky, very hesitant on trying to pull the trigger on various different things and not really finding the mark a lot of the time. But it took a couple games for Sonyaeli to just adapt and slowly just pick Griseous' game plan apart. And it wasn't until they took it to Hollow Bastion where he was like, look, I can use my surroundings to the best of my ability here. I'm going to break you down as much as possible, make you wait for afterburner kick, and then just make your life a living hell. And that was really cool to see.